AM 1220 KHTS, your hometown station. Make sure you go to hometownstation.com for all the latest and greatest Santa Clarita has to offer. Speaking of the greatest Santa Clarita has to offer, the KHTS Home and Garden Show is just around the corner. It's actually going to be April 25th and 26th at the Valencia Hyatt. And one of the many vendors that will be there is Global Protective Services. And here to talk about Global Protective Services, we have David Stevenson. He's the security manager, the captain, as it were. And David, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Kyle. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. And I want to talk, before we get into Global Protective Services, I want to talk a little bit about you. What is your background? Do you have a officer background? What is your background?
Well, I'm a former deputy sheriff and former police officer. I've been in public and private safety for about 15 years now.
Okay, so you've been doing it a long time.
Yes.
Did you always want to do that when you were growing up?
Yeah. You know, ever since I was a little kid, ever since I was about 13 years old.
What was the inspiration? Was it some sweet TV show, or what was it?
Well, actually, it was kind of a tragic.
Oh, this is awful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, no, when I was 13, I met a couple police officers in Nyack, New York, and, they kind of took me under their wing, and not too long after that, they were killed in the line of duty.
Oh,
so,
good grief.
Yeah, that's why I got into public safety.
Wow. That's an interesting story.
Yeah, very.
Oh, yeah, wow. So how did you get involved with Global Protective Services?
Well, basically, of course, I had the law enforcement background, and I lived locally, and I decided to get into private security, and I was looking around for probably, one of the smaller specialized companies, and I found Global Protective Services.
Okay, and what stuck out to you about Global Protective Services?
They're a smaller company. They're not too big. They're not too small. We have about 83 officers, mostly in Southern California, plus the state of Hawaii. Very specialized. They do a lot of safety training. They also do executive protection and, executive travel. So, it really stuck out, compared to some of the other local security companies or some of the larger security companies. I wanted to work at a company where I could, advance fairly quickly, and that I did.
Cool. All right. So, and again, you can go to globalprotectiveservices.com for more information. And you guys do have a Hawaii branch, and I was asking you, what are you doing here if there's a Hawaii branch? Yeah,
well, I put in for a transfer a couple years ago, and the founder hasn't granted me my transfer yet.
Still waiting.
Yeah,
still waiting. All right. You got your Hawaiian shirt on, and you're just sitting there waiting. But okay, so you talked a little bit about this, but what type of services do you guys offer?
Okay, we do everything from physical security and courtesy patrols to, like I said, executive protection, dignitary protection. We also do safety training, CPR, first aid, crime awareness, self-defense tactics, and also firearm training. So, it's not limited to the things that I mentioned. There's a whole bunch of things that we do at Global Protective Services.
Fantastic. So if you need security, give you guys a call.
Definitely.
Yeah, so you can go to globalprotectiveservices.com. You're also going to be at the Home and Garden Show, the KHTS Home and Garden Show.
That's correct. We have a booth there.
Cool.
So I will be there.
Yeah, and you'll be able to answer any questions that anybody will need.
You got it.
Fantastic. Thanks, David, for stopping by.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.